Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I'm so grateful that you're tuning in and taking time to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. I want to anoint this space with lavender for peace. Divine is reminding you right now that you have full access to peace. I pulled a couple of cards, so I know that there are some things going on right now that might feel uncomfortable. But Divine says that peace is what brings the relief that you seek and the awareness that you seek. You're going to know everything that you need to know because you're vibing on a frequency of peace. You're allowing yourself to just be. You're letting yourself step away from any big decisions that you have to make, that you feel pressured to make right now. You're stepping away and you're just allowing Divine to fill you with peace. That's what you have access to, and that is what you radiate. And that is where you vibe, on a frequency of peace. Ashe. So must it be. Thank you, Divine. I already pulled Disruption, which is like the Tower. That's card 16. Divine is saying that you might feel like you missed out on something. There's a Tower energy. This is either something that you're experiencing or something that you're experiencing with another person, or something that you've been reflecting on that you've recently been through. Okay, depends on where you are in the timeline. But I want you to know already that what awaits you after this Tower is complete and total renewal of your freedom. It's like this Tower is what brings you the justice that you've needed. It's setting something right. Scales are being balanced because of this Tower. Okay? This is about someone's awakening. I feel like you have already been very aware of your awakening energy, but there's someone around you that you're going through an experience with who is experiencing a huge awakening that's been a long time coming. And so this Tower has brought about a lot of change that you've already seen, but you're waiting to get the confirmation that you feel will give you peace. You want a certain level of confirmation that this Tower really is what you think it is. For some of you, this could be that you are thinking that something is over in your life, whether it's a relationship or your commitment to something. It's involving commitment. It's either your commitment to a career or creative endeavor or in a relationship. Okay? Some of you have already experienced this Tower and you realize that this was about either your awakening or the awakening of another being, or for many of you and for most of you, it's everybody involved in this Tower. They were being invited to experience an awakening, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, with their finances. This Tower energy is very, very disruptive. I'm getting like Lord Shiva. Ashe, Lord Shiva. His energy comes to us when it's time for things to be broken down, but also rebuilt in a better way. So yes, there is destruction. There is this disruption. But what comes after that is worth what you've been through or what you're going through right now. You're manifesting something so much better. And there's an awakening happening, largely centered on ego. So there's questions being asked by the people in this situation. They're asking questions like, who am I? What do I want? What do I deserve? What do I want my life to look like? Asking some really big questions. And what's getting in the way of them finding the right answers sometimes is wanting so badly to do it right so that they don't look foolish, so that they don't look like they don't know what they're doing. There's somebody in this situation that wants to get it right so badly because they don't want to risk looking like they missed a beat or like they didn't know what they were doing. This could be you, or this could be someone that you are going through this tower with, or that you've been through this tower with. Divine is saying that if this is you, please allow your mind to rest. Please talk to your ego and tell it that it doesn't rule you, that you get to make the best choices for you that align with your higher self, and that there's no way that you can go wrong anyway because you're divine and your path is divine. It's like what I'm picking up on is fear of doing it wrong, fear of someone watching you mess up. And Divine really wants to calm your fears through that, because you're doing it right, because you're asking questions. I don't know why Spirit is bringing me to this Uncover Love Oracle, or Uncover Love. There's somebody here who hides behind material things, and this is so easy to do, okay? So whether this is you or someone that you're observing in a relationship, it could be romantic or platonic, okay? But what you might see is that, like, there's this dependency on something external. Okay, it could be wanting to shop a lot, you know, depending on something that's material. It could be wanting to rack up a whole bunch of degrees, okay? It could be, and it's usually like when we depend on material things, it's usually that material thing is not inherently bad. It's just that when the person is using it to look a certain way because they already don't feel that on the inside. Like, there's nothing wrong with dressing nicely and riding in a nice car, whatever it is that raises your vibe. But the goal should be to enjoy those things for yourself. You know, like a lot of women feel that way about makeup. Like, it don't really matter who's looking at us. We just want to look in the mirror and see, you know, a vibe. Whether it's us with no makeup or a full face, you know, you're doing it for you. And so Divine is just shedding light on the fact that there's someone in your world, whether this is you or someone that you know, who might be depending on it's something that's actually like fluff. You know, it's just kind of like to feel better. They're sort of using something as medication to feel better about themselves. Okay? So, yeah, the solution there is to do things because you love it. And if you don't love it, do you really need to do it? You know? Do what you do because you love it, not because you want other people to approve of you, because they're struggling themselves. So what others think of you, it really doesn't matter at all. I left when I saw you with someone. There's somebody around you who is feeling like they need to be standoffish in order to protect themselves. I'm picking up on insecurity. It's like they want to have you in their life. They want you in their world, but they also don't want to look foolish, you know? Because ego is coming through this reading. So I feel like there's a lot of fear going on. There's a lot of fear. It was just 11:11, I say. Yeah, portals are open for change. This is going to be abundant change in your life. Yeah, there's someone around you who wants to have more with you, but they're afraid of, yeah, they get like choked up. This person is really emotional about how they feel about you and the intense nature of their feelings for you. And they're very much wrapped up in how you're going to respond to them. They're very nervous, very fearful of being rejected. I don't feel like they've been open about this fear of rejection. But if they have, and if they're willing to sort of expose themselves and share with you that they do feel afraid, they feel maybe they'll reveal something about their insecurity or their fear of you not wanting them the way that they want you. Just saw 1234, Ashe. All is in order. But if they open up about these things, please listen. Because there's true connection that they want regarding you, but also themselves. It's like they want to heal. They want to connect, not only with you, but within themselves as well. So then why do we have this Tower? I mean, okay, Spirit. What is the energy around this person, their intentions? You got King of Swords and Seven of Wands. So there's a King of Swords here who is seeing the light. They could be the one going through this awakening. I feel like the animal spirits are also speaking to them. With this crow here, they're receiving messages from the divine. And their eyes are open. If you look at the bird's eye, there's like a star there. And that's you. You are the star that they always see. Wow. You're the star that's always on their mind, always within their vision. I hope there's no stalking going on. Because stalking is never healthy. Okay, that could be if it's really on the negative end of the spectrum. Okay, but I feel like for some of you, what's going on is that this person is just very interested in you, very motivated by their connection with you. Oh, I got hit in the face with my... There's going to be some information that comes through that's going to be like, whoa. That I know. There's going to be like some... I don't feel like for you it's going to be a shock. I feel like it's just going to be like, damn. We here. Like, you know, it's like an unveiling of something. There's a King of Swords here who's been trying to block something or protect himself from something. Okay? And with this King of Swords, I'm seeing a being that wants to be intelligent, wants to appear intelligent, wants to feel important, wants to feel like they are very, like they know what they're doing. But this King of Swords is being forced to see things from a different perspective now. It's like light is being shed on what they didn't used to give value to, what they didn't used to see as worthy or worth it. I'm hearing both, worthy and worth it. My eyes went to the moon. I got a moon card up on my wall. Moon poster. Yeah, some things are being revealed. I feel like this is within this person, within this King of Swords. And this could be going on with you as well. It's like enlightenment about what's on the inside. Enlightenment about the darkness. And this is very much in alignment with the astrology right now, with the cosmos. We've got Pluto in retrograde, so we're all thinking about things from the past, emotions that are coming up. And what do we do with that? Where are we with that process? You know, is it like, we good on that? Or is it more like, okay, there's something there that needs to be nurtured, understood, tended to, loved, accepted, transformed? When we realize these things about ourselves, these emotions that we've held on to that maybe don't feel so good, maybe they're not helping us to succeed, we have a choice. You can accept that emotion or that aspect of yourself. Maybe it's something that you do that you sometimes wish you didn't do. Is it really harming you, or is it just that you've been taught that that part about you was not beautiful? Then we can unlearn that, because that's some craziness. That's something that was programmed within you and your mind to keep you away from your path, and so we let go of that. Is this a thought pattern or an emotion that needs to be changed? Does it need to be just simply accepted? Does it need to be understood? That's what this person is going through. They're learning how to really process who they are, and how to be honest about who they are, and how to recognize the beauty around them and cherish it. Something like that. Yeah, there's an 8 of Cups here, so I feel like with your person wanting to return, return came out. I don't know, wanting to return. Maybe there was a separation here. Or maybe you're currently planning a separation, okay? But there was physical distance here. There was emotional distance here, at the very least. You know, it's like feeling far away from each other. With this 8 of Cups, this walking away, this separation, this distance, that is what has allowed this King of Swords to start seeing things from another perspective, from a different angle. You know, it's kind of like, because this was coming through at the end of the last reading, where if you, and I'm saying this like this is from the divine or from you, okay, where you're saying to someone, if you cannot honor and respect me, you will not have access to me. And I feel like something's going on like that here, where you may have pulled away from this person. It could be a lover, it could be, I feel like it's masculine energy. That's what it feels like. It could be a lover, friend, family, co-worker. But I am getting a strong vibe of romance here, okay? So I see there was separation there somehow, on some level. What caused the separation? Okay, it feels like there is involvement with other people. You've got Ten of Cups here. So that's emotional connections with people around you in a family environment, or it could be just a familiar environment where there would be a desire for good vibes. But there was something about this separation or this energy between you and this person that played out in front of other people. And I feel like, yeah, you've got Three of Pentacles there and then Eight of Swords. So there were some strong feelings about how these people felt about what you were going through, or what's going on between y'all, you know. It feels like it became other people's business, but it never was their business. Like, they were interested in it, they were being nosy about it, they had something to say about it, but it never really was their business. I feel like that's a part of the Eight of Swords there. It's like, who do you trust? You know, because you've got people around you, and I do feel like there's some positive vibes there. Like, it's not all evil. You've got Ten of Cups there, and then you've got Three of Pentacles. You've got other people who are like, there's no indication here that certain people involved in the affairs, the business between you and your person, that they, like, some of them had negative intentions. Okay? I feel like some people had positive intentions. That's what's coming through with that Ten of Cups. There may have been someone in your actual family that you felt supported you, or was behind you, or rooted for you. But you may not have felt like you had a whole team of people behind you. Okay? So yeah, something here played out with other people. And I feel like, you know, that's really tricky when other people have access to information about your relationship. It's like they don't need to get their energy involved and entangled in the business between you and your person, or between you and this person, because it more often than not just complicates things. Because the thing to remember about this is that when people give you their opinion about something in your life, their opinion is always attached to what they're going through or what they've been through. And so if they're not speaking to you from a divine place where they're intentionally raising their vibration and looking out for you and keeping your best interest at heart, then what's coming through with that opinion they're giving you? You know, this comes through a lot, like when you talk to somebody about your relationship and they're like, you know, as soon as you mention something, they haven't even heard anything. Or sometimes there are people who are like head in the clouds, like, oh, it's gonna be just fine, there's nothing going on. You know, it's like, the best kind of advice is balanced. You know, what's there that's dark? What's there that's light? You know, look at that from your person's perspective and from your perspective. And then just open up to the guidance that Spirit gives you. Be willing to see things clearly, but then be open to what Divine brings you. Whether it's more information about what's been going on, or whether it's more clarity as to what you are going to do. What's your choice? Yeah, Divine is saying, please don't put pressure on yourself to figure it all out right now. There are things that are falling into place so that you can make the best decision moving forward with wherever you are with this person. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in this state, that's when we start doing things that we don't need to do. Also, as I was getting these cards blessed and laid out, the emotional affair card came out. Okay, so some of this, ooh, what's that? Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Divine is saying to be patient. Okay, but some of this Ten of Cups, like there could be multiple people in there. Multiple people in there. Multiple types that were surrounding you and your person. There could be people vying for your attention. So if this was a situation where there's like a breakdown between you and your lover, sometimes other people find that place where you're asking questions, you're confused. They find that to be a great moment to attack. If they want to conquer you and get you to be with them. Okay? And a lot of times that's just like they want to say that they did that. Like they want to. That's why conquer came through. Somebody don't want this message getting through because I've been giving my words. But they coming out. Thank you, Spirit. I said. There's somebody who wanted to use the place where you were in life at that time, or if you're going through this right now. They see your lack of decision, or you're wanting to know where you are and what you're going to do. They see that as like vulnerability, and they want to insert their energy and experience something with you. It feels like in a sexual way. But they may be presenting themselves. Remember, this could be past, present, future based on your timeline. But this person is presenting themselves as a good listener. But all they want to do is hit. They just want to hit. And I feel like they're very much into material things. That's what's coming through. They hide behind material things. So this is applying to this person who wants to insert themselves in your process of deciding what you're going to do. Yeah, tell me more, Spirit, about this person with this vibe of wanting their energy at this time, or when they're making a choice about their relationship. Add it. So there's somebody trying to distract you. You might be in a relationship with somebody that you're deciding, okay, we're gonna see, do I want to be here? Is this what I want? But then someone else is vying for your attention, but they're an addict. It's like they're addicted to your energy and they want it. And it feels sometimes like they're pushing it away, but they also are trying to draw you in. It's manipulation. Yeah, beware of somebody who's trying to come up in your space if they know that you're already with someone. Because that's so shady, like no matter what. People do what they do. That's fine. And when I meet people like that, I don't judge, right? But I know that that's not how I get down. And I don't value that, okay? But yeah, they're just trying to... And I see them trying to paint things in a way. Like when they tell you things, when they talk about themselves, they're painting themselves in a way that's so much better than what they actually are. So this person has a complete facade, a complete mask that they wear. They're very motivated though. Very motivated to get you. That could be where the stalking energy is coming through. Because I feel that. I feel like if you... Like whoever it is that you are considering whether to be with or not. Ooh. You just got 9 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like here what could be going on is that your person is having an awakening. Your person is, and there may be distance between you, or you may need to take a break. You know, if this is a twin flame situation, which for it to be this good, potentially, for the potential to be so good, there's definitely something there. This is a strong connection that has potential, but it requires something from both of you. And I feel like there's forgiveness that's needed, but there's also recognition of what to do and what not to do. Like there's wisdom. I feel like your person has to come to an understanding of your value. But I see that with the Hanged Man. Like they're seeing something from a different perspective. They're definitely seeing something from a different perspective. And it's something that they used to be blocked from. Right? But they've had a Hanged Man, and they're seeing things with a lot more clarity now. But, you know, this has caused pain and suffering, and I feel like somewhere in there, there's an Eight of Cups where there's like walking away. Whether it was emotionally only or physically as well. And I feel like there's a lot of waiting that you've been doing, a lot of hoping, a lot of like stepping back and seeing what's there and just being like, maybe feeling like you don't have the patience to remain. You know what I mean? You've got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Like, you're abundant. You have access to bliss, abundance, a very nurturing life where you feel like you have time for all the things that you care about and that you love. And you also have the Six of Swords here. Six of Wands. That happened last reading. I said Six of Swords and it was Six of Wands, but that's because it's both for you. Not only are you shining, not only are you victorious, but you're also moving to a brighter space, a better place. This keeps coming through. With the Page of Swords, someone is watching and they're so like, I feel like this is this other energy that wants to move in and attack, where they feel like you or your person are in a vulnerable state. But what they don't realize is that you're also in a divinely guided state, because this is about an awakening. See, if what you and your person were going through were purely because of, for other reasons, like it's just time to experience something completely different and maybe see you next lifetime, like that Erykah Badu song. I guess I see you next lifetime. No hard feelings. But there's something here where either there is such a strong sense of friendship between you and your person, or this is truly a divine twin flame connection. But there's something here where it's like, it's not over. Yeah, you've got Six of Swords there. I had just mentioned that. So you're moving on to a brighter space. You're focusing on your work and the things, the activities that you enjoy, the things that not only nurture you, but bring you abundance, okay? And then you've got Knight of Cups. There's a return to love. There's a return to love. And I just want you to know, like, please know your story. If you left a relationship that was so toxic and the person is still toxic and there's no growth, then this is not your reading. Okay? This is not your reading. But this is for someone who has been through a lot with your person, but what you're going through now with them is about an awakening. Yeah, an awakening. There's a return to love here. There's a return to love. And this Page of Swords can't get enough of looking at it. And I feel like this is that energy that wants in on you. They want to experience you. What's coming through is in a sexual way. So they could be trying to tempt you with an affair or some sort of physical or sexual romantic distraction. But I keep seeing this person as very, very fake. So addict already came out. Yeah, they're an addict. What else about this Page of Swords, Divine? What else do we need to know about this Page of Swords? Hero, heroine. Oh, there could be like drogas involved. There could be. But anyway, I know that literally what they're saying is a hero, or masculine or feminine hero. Okay, so they have a hero complex. They have a false sense of heroism. But they present themselves as being very empowered. That word is big. Like, I see this person using that word. Like, they always want to be empowered. It's a great word. I even love that word. But this person is like putting things out there specifically to look like they are empowered. Okay? And it's the way that they paint their life. They paint their world. They might talk a lot about their accomplishments. You know, like material accomplishments. They might flaunt things that they have or that they've paid for. You know what I mean? But it's all to make you look at them, get distracted, and give them your energy, because this person wants you in a sexual way. They do. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, you have a decision here, and it's a decision for your peace, really, because you might be thinking that there's something in your world that you really need to figure out right now, or else, you know, it's like, I gotta do the right thing or else. No. What you have to do is feel peace. And in order to do that, just breathe and say, all in divine timing. All in divine timing. All is in divine order. And then go do something that you want to do. Go do something that makes you happy. Go do something that makes you feel fulfilled. Create something. Create. That is always the solution. Yeah, somebody's feeling closed off and guarded or resistant. They want to stay in their comfort zone. Okay, this could be in people around you. Definitely not that Page of Swords, because that Page of Swords wants your energy. It's just that they're not showing you their true energy, right? You might be observing this energy in your person, but I feel like for a lot of you, you're seeing evidence that this person, they want your attention. Like, you have multiple people wanting your attention, your affection, your attention, but it's for different reasons. Who to keep and who to toss. That was coming to me earlier. Who to keep and who to toss. How do you know who to keep and who to toss? Well, the person that's coming through in this reading as this addict, as this person with like always wanting to show themselves as the hero. Look at all I've done. Like, yeah. There could be multiple people like that. Oh. Divine, give me more. Give me more, Divine. Okay, storm, unexpected. Yeah, this is a tower. Okay, Divine, give me some clarity on this tower. Oh. So there is someone here who has been wearing a mask. And there's something that you have given life to. You've given birth to, you've created it, you've done it. This could even be work on yourself. But it's creating a tower for this person that's been wearing a mask. And that's why there's a storm here. There's unexpected change. It's like somebody's getting hit. I hope not literally, but somebody's getting hit with the truth of who they really are. The result of this Tower will be that this person will no longer be able to wear the mask that they've been wearing. I want to let you know that you have a very strong gift. You have a very strong power. This message came through this morning. You have the power to use both the light and darkness. And it's a gift that not everyone has access to. I mentioned Lord Shiva before. This is the energy of Lord Shiva, where it's like breaking things down, disrupting things. You might find that you kind of bring that sort of energy to situations, and you don't try to do it. You really don't try to do it, but it just naturally seems to happen. And Divine is saying that it divinely happens. Like this energy that you have to shake shit up and to break it down. And I feel like your job is to shake shit up, right? And then there are already other energies there that break it down. But you never are creating this sort of experience in the world because you want to destroy. It's always because there's a need to rebuild something in a better way. So this Tower that is happening, this could definitely be associated with the full moon in Scorpio, May 12th. It could come after the summer came through. So for some of you on your timeline, this Tower is happening over the summer. But there has been such a shakeup to energies around you because you bring the energy, the frequency of Lord Shiva. Ashe, Lord Shiva. That's how you vibe. It's like there are certain things that you just are not okay with. And you're a very peace-loving person, very peace-loving being you are. But when you see injustice, shit gets shaken up. And that's just who you are. That's the energy that you bring to this world, where you shake shit up. And everything that is coming to you on your path, it is divinely aligned. All that you have to do to receive that divine alignment is always open up to your peace. Remain open to divine peace. That's it. Because when you are at peace, you are intuitive, you are accurate, you are loving towards yourself and towards others. You don't put up with any bullshit though, okay? So you're loving, but you also have boundaries, and those boundaries must be respected, okay? Someone in your world, this could be multiple people, have not respected your boundaries. And so this goes back to your self-love. Your self-love. Do you love yourself enough to stand up for yourself? Do you love yourself enough to speak up, but from a place of dignity? You know what I'm saying? Because what you may have realized, I feel like you've realized this in your life already. When you communicate with a person and you let yourself get out of your vibe, good things don't usually happen then. So Divine is inviting you to a space of peace that you can always be in, no matter what this person is saying or what that person is doing. You can always be in a state of peace. Another thing is the energy that you reflect to people, okay? Because this was coming through. I don't know if you like Star Wars, but I do like it. And I love Mace Windu. I also love Samuel L. Jackson because I feel like he is just, his work is so divine and is so accurate to real life, you know? He brings humanity to everything that he does and like realness. I love that. But anyway, I love Mace Windu. And the reason why I love Mace Windu is because he is a Jedi. So he loves the light, okay? But unlike so many of the Jedi, he is able to find value in both the darkness and the light. So he is able to utilize both the darkness within him and the darkness within his opponent, like when he fights Emperor Palpatine. He's able to use his opponent's own darkness to defeat them. That's something that you are able to do. And I feel like with you, you know, you might want to connect with Lord Shiva, seriously, because it is powerful, the things that you'll experience when you do walk with him on your path. But this destroyer energy is coming through you, but you'll hear from so many people that, oh, that's bad, that's a negative thing to destroy. Destruction is terrible. It's only terrible if you try to do it for nefarious reasons or for selfish, egotistical reasons, you know, because I feel like that's what happened with you. Someone tried to bring destruction to your world, but it was only to gain an image or a certain type of image or a certain type of status or wealth. Okay? But when you destroy things, it's not done intentionally. It just kind of happens. And then people have a fit because they see, like, what you do is you're like a mirror to them, these demonic people, and you reflect their own negative energy right back at them. Like, sometimes you're able to embody that from their perspective. They're seeing you embody the energy that they have been projecting to you, and you show it right back at them. It's like you're a walking return to sender. And then when they see that, when they see their own energy reflected right back at them, they flip. And I feel like that's someone around you has flipped. It could be this this person who's trying to get access to your sexual energy through some sort of, I don't know, for some of you, you're partnered, so it would be an affair. But I feel like that's just more of the types of experiences that you've experienced. It's like that you've been through. People have always wanted your energy, and they've never really wanted to leave you alone. And so sometimes what you have to do is just reflect their, and you do it naturally. You reflect their own energy right back at them. And that is what has brought about this tower. Someone has seen their own ways reflected back at them in such a truthful way and in such an honest way. Like, they've been able to manipulate a lot of people, and people have told them, oh, nothing's wrong. Oh yeah, you're great. And you're like, look, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. And I feel like there's some sort of interaction here where you did call a spade a spade. And they saw their truth through you. And that's why this mask is coming off. Divine, let me close with a Lilith card. Thank you, Spirit. Let me close with a Lilith card. Yeah, so something's not over in love. That's for most of you that are here. Somebody that's here. There's something that's not done with love. There's someone in your realm who is going to go through a major tower. There could be multiple people, okay? Depending where you are on your timeline, it could be your destined lover who is going through this tower. What awaits there? What are they? We will be together again. Okay, you gotta know if this is your reading, love. I will wait for a sign from you. They're wanting to know when it's okay to come towards you. All right, Divine. Thank you, Lilith. Please give this beautiful being the message that they need. Okay. I pulled this one before the reading, too. I pulled this card. You are worthy. Ashe. I was just flipping through the deck. And so this is definitely a message that's here for you. So I'm going to read. And it's number 2. Okay? It's number 2. So that may be pertinent. That may be important. And the number 2. This is about balance. Okay? This is Black Moon Lilith in Taurus. The message is, you are worthy. Ashe, yes you are. Perhaps you are frustrated over not being paid enough for your work, or you have negative self-talk about your body because of external opinions. You may also feel tension around your worth and value in relationships. Now it's time to heal. When the Black Moon Lilith in Taurus Oracle card shows up, the universe wants you to alchemize the shadow holding you back from true abundance. Taurus exudes love, beauty, romance, relationships, money, the natural world, values, food, luxury, and abundance. When Black Moon Lilith is here, it can cast a shadow. Power struggles in these areas can come up in the life of someone with this in their natal chart. Marie Antoinette, the last queen of France before the French Revolution, had Black Moon Lilith in Taurus in her 11th house of society. Her luxurious lifestyle was demonized by the French collective. Her apathy toward those suffering led to her downfall and execution with the rest of the monarchy. You can turn this dark feminine energy into empowering light. When you feel unlovable, incorporate positive affirmations. This will raise your frequency to attract the respectful treatment that you deserve. So for the dark divine feminine shadow work, mirror work, remember we were talking about the mirror, is extremely powerful for healing your self-worth and for empowerment. In the morning, look in the mirror and have a conversation with yourself for as long as you need. Talk to your shadow and integrate it. Dark divine masculine shadow work. You are attracted to opulent energy and beauty, but you can also feel the need to dominate it. Judgment of others' wealth and worth can occur. Releasing your attachment to wealth is a powerful form of energetic alchemy. Abundance is coming. Believe in your value in order to receive it. Ashe, you are worthy. Thank you, Lilith, for that beautiful message. Alright, beautiful being, I hope that you enjoyed this message. Please be sure to like and leave a nice comment. And also subscribe and hit the little bell so you get the notifications, okay? I wish you peace. I wish you joy. And I wish you so many blessings. Take care.